Good afternoon and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you want to learn how to make fried beans, keep watching. Good afternoon and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Egbe, and today in my kitchen we're going to be making black eyed peas. And the ingredients you need for your black eyed peas is, well, the start of the day is the black eyed peas, also known as beans. And these are the condiments I'm going to be using to spice my black eyed peas. I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of Knorr, bouillon Knorr, 1 tablespoon of grinded crayfish, 1 tablespoon of red pepper, that's grinded habanero pepper, and 1 teaspoon of Cameroon pepper, and 1 tablespoon of salt. And you know, discretion can guide you in that salt. If you don't eat a lot of salt, you can use less. And I'm going to be using this electric fish, you know, also known as AMB barrier, to cook it. That's going to be my fish and sardine. And I'm going to be using 1 cup of groundnut oil, and 10 tomatoes and some onions. I'm actually using 1 onion. This is just for show. I already sliced it. I'm going to fry all that stuff, so that's why I have it all sliced there. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, I went ahead and washed my beans. You know, I kind of just rinse it out with water, and I'm using basically 2 cups like this of water to cook my beans. So I'm not going to cut this a regular cup because this is a big old cup. So and this is the amount of water. I'm using 2 of these. So you can see with my 2 pounds of beans, this is how much water I want in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the stove and let it cook for about 30 to 45 minutes. So basically all I need is for my peas to be soft, you know, before I start adding my condiments into it. And this is actually going to be a fried bean, so you're going to see how I get this, the final stage of this. Alright, I'll see you later. Okay guys, to fry my condiments and my fish, I'm going to use 1 cup of groundnut oil. I'm just going to put it on the stove like that. Then when it heat up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and add my onions to fry my onions. Alright, now I'm adding my onions to fry. And when this fries a little, I'm going to go ahead and add my condiments. Alright, when your onions is a little bit fried like this, go ahead and add your condiments. So I'm going to start by adding my crayfish. And just to let you know, don't add your pepper first, because if you do that, you're going to start sneezing, you know how it is frying pepper. So I just added my Knorr and my crayfish. Now I'm adding my salt. So I'm going to add my pepper after I add my 10 tomatoes. I'm going to let this fry a little bit. So I like how it looks right now. So I'm going to go ahead and add my 10 tomatoes into this mix. Remember, I'm doing fried beans, so there are several different ways you can cook your beans. You can cook, you know, oil beans. I'm not actually using oil in these. You can cook oil mixed with groundnut oil, vegetable oil beans. You know, you can cook beans without even adding 10 tomatoes. This is just so versatile, you know, and it's just sweet by itself. It's proteinous, and you can cook it anywhere as long as it's not hard when you're eating it. You can actually eat dry beans by itself. You know, you can just cook beans with no oil, with nothing, and just put it as a side on your dish and eat it by itself like that. That's how versatile it is, you know. So at this stage, I'm going to go ahead and add my dry catfish. So I'm not going to add my sardine yet, because sardine is already very soft. So I'm going to go ahead and add my sardine last. And That's, you know, after I put my beans in with this fried sauce, that's the time I will add my sardine. And so I like how it looks like right now. So this stage I'm going to add my Cameroon pepper right there, and my 1 tablespoon of regular red pepper. I'm going to stir it together and let it fry for just 1 minute. And I'm going to kind of turn the heat up and add my beans to it. And I will show you, you know, how I turn it back on and finish it up. Alright, I'll see you in a few. Okay guys, you can see that my beans is done now. With that 2 cups of water that I put in there is all soft. So I'm going to actually squeeze it. You see how soft that is? So that's how I want it. So now I'm going to start transferring the beans into the sauce that I boiled earlier. Okay guys, after adding my beans to the sauce, I'm going to go ahead and add that sardine in there like that and just stir it together. I know it's going to break, but that's how I actually want it. But I didn't just want it to break initially too much into pieces. So I'm going to kind of stir it together and just let this, you know, cook for 5 minutes, and I'll take it off here. Remember, my beans is already done and my sauce is already done. So all I'm doing is just mixing it together and we're good to go. Alright. Okay guys, thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel today. You can see the final product of the beans, fried beans. This process takes about, let's say, an hour in total, you know. An hour, you know, factoring in that you have to boil that beans for about 30 to 45 minutes, and just frying the sauce takes about you know, 5 minutes. So everything an hour, and you have this delicious meal on your plate. It's very cheap, affordable meal, and very proteinous. It's beans, you know. Hey, you can't go wrong with beans. That's straight up protein right there. And if you have kids that are growing up, this is a very good meal to give to them, because hey, they're gonna be growing like weeds. They're gonna be really tall and have a lot of protein to go with. Well, I want to say thank you to my previous subscribers. Thank you so much. To my new subscribers, I love you all. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It should be right on one side of this video. Leave a comment below, give it a thumbs up if you like it. And like I said, this is just one method of preparing beans. Beans is so versatile. You can cook it in so many ways, and you can just eat it straight up dry, you know, just boil it and eat it with rice as a side meal. And you can see, as I'm about to do, I'm going to lamb mine down with some dodo, beans and dodo. You can't go wrong with that. Beans and dodo is big right there, you know, you cannot go wrong with it. All right, if you give it to your kids, even if they don't like beans, one thing is for sure, they're gonna be eating that dodo down. And you can see I have a tall glass of water that I'm going to use to eat mine. You know, you don't have to drink soda, but hey, if you're sweet tooth, why not? But water will do just fine. Thank you very much once again, and have a good afternoon. God bless you. Bye bye.